Welcome to Retro Unboxing, and today we have here the culmination of all them years of Nokia released candy bar phones, the Boss, the 6310i, probably the best candy bar phone to ever hit the market. 6310i was the re-release updated version of the 6310, was released in 2002, retailed until late 2005 when it was replaced by the Nokia 6600. The 6310i was Nokia's first tri-band phone, and for a long time it was the go-to phone in the business world. It's been 18 years since the release, and I have to agree with the front of the box where it says timeless design. On the right hand side you've got a few Nokia optional accessories, pretty standard stuff for that period of time: headsets, car kit, batteries, car charger, that sort of thing. Then on the left side it lists a few of the 6310i's major features. You've got GPRS, early mobile phone internet service for email and very basic web access. Couldn't load major images and likely couldn't load today's web pages, but it could probably load the text from a Wikipedia page or something like that. Also got Bluetooth technology. This was the very first Nokia to feature Bluetooth, so that was a milestone for the company. And you've got Java, so you could put some apps on this phone, very basic apps. Bear in mind they had to be quite small in size, so you could have something like the pre-installed world clock converter app that this phone has, or a very simple game. On the back of the box mostly goes over the features we've already mentioned, but one of the things that caught my eye was the wallet feature. Stores and encrypts your credit card information in the phone. Wallet has your own designated PIN code and enables convenient online transactions via WAP, some very early online banking. Also got some details about the battery life. You could have 6 hours talk time and a whopping 408 standby time, which works out to be about 17 days. Anyhow, let's open up the box and see what's inside. First off, we've got your Nokia Suite software CD you can install on your PC, link with the phone. This copy's never been opened, so I'll keep it that way. Next up we have our 6310 Owner's Guide. We'll have a quick flick through that. Contains a map of the phone menus, operations guide, instructions on how to use your Nokia, etc. Of course, we have your charger. We don't need to use this today because I've pre-charged this Nokia. And of course we have the phone itself. For me, this is one of the best looking candy bar phones ever released. Feels solid to hold, it's good size and shape, weighs about 111 grams, and I think the colour scheme is super classy. Came in a few different colour schemes. There was a silver grey version, a copper version, and I have to say this mix of black, gold and silver is absolutely magic. Beautiful device. If it reminds you of an early noughties Mercedes-Benz, that wouldn't surprise me. Mercedes actually offered this free with some of their models back then, including a custom cradle that held and charged the phone and allowed you to talk hands-free while driving. On the left here you've got your volume up and down button. On the base you've got your charging port and your connection for a charging dock or PC cable. And on the top you have your power button, and you've got your infrared, which you could use to transfer phone numbers and data between Nokia phones with the infrared feature. Then on the back you've got your slimline battery. I'll open that up, and inside you have a tray for a SIM card. We'll place one of those in there now. Once you switch it on, you can see it had a bluey white LCD screen, which was updated from the previous standard yellow of the 90s. I'll set the time and date. If you click on names, got your list of stored contacts. The 6310i could store up to 500 contacts. If you click on the menu, got your messages, standard SMS, and you've also got email. I won't walk through the process, it's pretty tedious, but you could send an email if you had to. And you've got your call register, missed calls, received calls, all that. Got your profiles, how loud you want your phone and your tones. And you got your settings, alarm clock, time and date settings, call settings, phone settings. Got your tone settings. We'll go in there and select a ringtone. Got your classic Nokia tune. I think we all know that one. Then you got your GPRS modem settings. And you got your games, game services. You could probably download pretty simple games from the internet. And I'll select a game. Got Snake 2, the re-release of the original Snake game. Have a quick go on that. Also got Space Impact, Bumper, we'll have a quick go on that one. And we've got your apps. And you could open your browser, which we won't attempt to do today. Australia doesn't support the 2G network anymore, so it's not possible. Got 2 installed apps on this phone. We'll have a look at the world clock. If you're comparing apps to the apps of today, this is nothing like them, but with this app you could check the time in any country in the world just by scrolling. Also got your calculator, your to-do list, your calendar, any businessman would need that. Then onto the more high-tech features, your infrared. I've activated that. If I had someone else here with a Nokia with infrared features, I could share data with them. And of course you got your Bluetooth. Then we got your extras, voice recorder in case you want to record a voice note. Voice commands you could set up to activate calls or actions on perform actions on the phone. Then you got your encrypted wallet and your stopwatch. And you got your web services if you want to browse the net with your 133 kilobyte cache. And you got your pocket news in case you wanted to stay up to date with what's happening in the world. And that's all the features of the 6310i, the businessman's phone of 2002. As I said earlier, in my opinion, this was the best candy bar phone ever released. And one thing I really did like about stepping back in time with this one was the solid click of the buttons. I do miss that in today's phones. If the 2G network was still operating, I'd probably even use one of these from time to time. It's a workhorse of a phone, doesn't break down, doesn't run out of battery. So the 6310i might be relegated to the past or the collections of Nokia fans like myself, but it was an amazing piece of mobile phone technology in its day, and it definitely goes down as one of the greatest phones in history. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy retro phones, retro tech, retro toys, retro gaming consoles, please click on the subscribe button up there in the top corner. We've got plenty more videos coming your way. Things from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, all straight out of the box. If you've got a particular device or gaming console you'd like us to review, just drop a comment down there and let us know which one. We'll try and get our hands on one for you. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good day.